Hello everyone, welcome to this GUI development tutorial. In today's video, we're going to create a simple paint clone application in Python programming language using Tkinter module. So this is the code that we're going to be writing in this tutorial. So let me quickly run it and demonstrate it to you. This is the application that we will be creating here. We have different kinds of colors that we can use, and we can draw actually on this canvas that we have here. Also, we can increase the thickness of our pen by using arrow keys. For example, let's set it to 12 and try to draw it, and as you can see, it is now much more thicker. The maximum thickness that we have here is 20, and this is the maximum that we can go here. We have a bunch of colors that we can use in our painting, and we can actually clear the screen and make it empty. Yeah, this is kind of a simple paint clone application that we will implement in today's tutorial using Tkinter module in Python programming language. So here I have opened up a blank new project in VS Code. First things first, let's create our main.py file that is going to contain our whole code. Also, I will be using TTK bootstrap module in Tkinter, which is going to add automatic styling to our GUI elements in our window, so our application will be a bit more modern. That is an external library which we have to install. It is kind of a wrapper around plain Tkinter, which adds extra styling out of the box. So let's open up the terminal, and first things first, I want to create my virtual environment where I will be storing my installed dependencies. So for that, let's say python-m venv. The venv is the name of our virtual environment. So now let's go ahead and activate it. I am on Linux, that's why I'm going to be using this specific command, but if you're on Windows, your command for activating virtual environment would be a little bit different. So you can actually Google it and find it out on your own. That's not going to be very difficult. This command is actually the same on macOS. So source venv bin and then activate. Now my virtual environment is activated. Now I want to install TTK bootstrap module. Install TTK bootstrap, like that, and it is installed. Let's close it and go back to our main.py file. Here I will install TTK bootstrap as TTK, then class drawing app. It is going to inherit from TTK, let's call it TK, not TTK, tk.window. That is going to be our window. Then dev init, init, let's type it manually. Then I'm going to call my super in order to call our parents initializer to create our window. Self.title is going to be drawing app, maybe paint clone. Let's go with paint clone. Then self.geometry will be 900 by 900. Then self.resizable is going to be false and false, like that. Then I'll call my self.create widgets function, which is going to create all the UI elements for me. So create widgets self, and I'm going to say pass here for now because I want to finish up my initializer. In my initializer at the bottom, I want to call self.main loop in order to actually run my window so that it is being displayed. Then I need here a couple of variables to start with. The first one is going to be start pause, the starting position of our mouse click. I'm going to explain that to you in a great detail later on, but for now let's just ignore that part. In my create widgets, let's create controls frame. That is going to be the top frame outside of our canvas. I'm going to show that to you in a second. Self here, controls frame dot pack fill will be x. It is going to take all the horizontal space available. Then weight label, this is going to be a text showing us what is the current label, what is the current thickness. Initially it will be set to 1. Then controls frame is going to be its master. Then text variable, I want to have a text variable. It is going to be self.weight var. Then font Arial, then font size will be 20 maybe. Then weight label.pack. Fill will be X, and site will be left. I want it to be on the left side of my frame. That's why I have specified site to be left. And here I need to create my weight var, which is going to be ttk.int var. The value is going to be 1 here. All right. Next up, let's create a delete button, a button that is going to clear all the elements in my canvas. It is going to be a small button, controls frame here. Text will be clear, then command will be self.clear canvas. Clear canvas. I don't have this function yet, so let's go ahead and create it. Clear canvas, self pass for now. Then delete button dot pack. Padding in the horizontal axis, on the x-axis will be 5. Then side will be left as well. Next up, let's create a color frame, a small container that is going to be holding all the colors that we have. tk.frame, controls frame, colors frame, colors frame, colors frame dot pack. Side of it will be right. Fill X and expand to be true, because I want it to be as large as possible. Then I want to create a list of colors that are going to be available for me. Those are going to be the specific names of Tkinter colors. In Tkinter we have by default more than 100 color names. You can look them up on the internet, on their website, to get specific names of specific colors, but I'm not going to be showing that to you. You can easily find them if you wish. So I'm going to enter here the colors that I want to add in my application, that I want to include in my application. So white, those are the most common colors that you may face, that you may encounter. Also, I could have implemented it using a color picker, which opens up a specific window which allows you to pick whatever color you want, but I decided to stick to this approach. You can extend the functionality of this app by adding color picker mechanism on your own, but I'm not going to be doing that in this tutorial. Gold, then cyan, gray, bisque, then brown. Let me format it so that it is visually appealing. So those are my colors. Then I'm going to iterate through my colors and access every single color of it. Then color frame will be tk.label. Colors frame is going to be my parent. Next, the background will be my color, background color of this label. Then the width of it will be 3, so that it is not extremely small. Then border width will be 0, because let's go with 1, because otherwise it will be a bit unappealing. Then I'm going to color frame.bind, bind this mouse click event, so that when the user presses on that color frame, I want to choose a particular color, this color in particular. So lambda event and color. I want to say self.color var.set this color. My self.color var will be tk.string var. Value will be black at the beginning. Yeah, let's stick to black color by default in the beginning. Here, after binding that mouse click event, I'm going to say color frame dot pack side right, then pad x to be 2. Then below I want to create my main window element, which is the canvas. Self.canvas, I'm using self here as you can see. because I want to access this canvas element later on in my program, in my other functions. But these other elements are unnecessary, that's why I will not be accessing them. That's why I'm not using self with them. So tk.canvas self, then bg over it will be totally white. Then self.canvas.pack, pack expand will be true, then fill bows, then side will be top. Then below here I'm going to say if name equals to main. I'm going to create an instance of my drawing app. Let's call it paint clone, paint app maybe, paint app. And I'm going to rename this one as well here, like that. Now I want to do some binding stuff similar to this binding here in my initializer, but I'll be binding some events to my canvas. So actually let's go below this and say self.canvas.bind. The first event is going to be mouse click, left mouse click, and self.start drawing is going to be a callback function for this. Then self.canvas.bind b1 motion. This is going to be responsible for left mouse click and movement. So in order for this callback to be triggered, in order for this event to be triggered, I must click the left button and move my cursor, move my mouse. And this is going to be self.draw, self.canvas.bind button release 1. If I release the left button click, I'm going to end the drawing function. Then self.bind up arrow key on my keyboard. This is going to increase the thickness of my pen. Lambda, this underscore is my event object. I don't need it right now, that's why I am providing like this. Then self.waitVar.set min, self.waitVar.get +1 and 20, right? No, it should be here, 20. This actually sets the maximum value of my thickness to be 20, so which means that I can't go above 20. This needs to be 0 here, and minus and max. And this will be down, so the minimum value that I can go is going to be 1, not 0 actually, so that we can't go to negative. Now I have to write the implementation of a couple of functions. Self.start drawing, self pass def and drawing, self pass def draw, self event pass, and what else? I also have to accept events here because they are being passed automatically. Here I will say self.canvas.delete and all to remove everything from my canvas. In my start drawing function, I will say start pause equals to e.x, e.y. And drawing self.start pause will be set to none. And finally, in my main function, which is draw, I will do a little bit more sophisticated mechanism. If self.start pause is not none, if I'm really drawing, I will set my current position to be event.x and event.y. Then self.canvas.create line, self.start pause 0, self.start pause 1, then current pause 0, current pause 1. This 0 means the x position and 1 means the y position. So I'm providing these coordinates for it to draw a line. This line is going to be extremely small and it won't be even visible to our human eyes. And drawing such small, tiny lines, like possibly hundreds of times, creates us an illusion that we are actually drawing something on our canvas. So that's kind of a visionary approach that we'll be using in order to achieve this functionality. Also, I need to specify the fill color here. Fill will be self.color var.get. All right, let me space it out to another line like that. And also I have to specify widths here. Widths self.widths var. Where is that? Weight var.get. Let me do like that, and yeah, there you go. Also, the final thing that I want to provide here is the cap style. Cap style will be round and smooth will be true. These are the attributes that will ensure that our lines are nicely visible. Let me perhaps use 3 lines like that, maybe. Yeah, that's good to go. And after drawing that stuff, I want to set my start pause to my current position. Yeah, that's kind of a logic of drawing in my canvas. Let's try to run this application to see if it is going to work correctly or not. Hopefully it will work without breaking, and I don't know why this is complaining that our TTK Bootstrap is not installed, because we installed it previously. But anyways, let's ignore that and run our application, and we indeed get this canvas where we can actually draw. Now let's pick some kind of other color, for example orange, and draw, increase our thickness, and it increases indeed as well. And our application, as you can see, is working quite well, and you can clear the content of this canvas by clicking this button, and it is gone now. Let's now create some kind of art, for example this smiley face. Yeah, I'm really terrible at drawing. Don't criticize me too much, please. I'm terrible at drawing. Let's draw a heart. Let's draw maybe, I don't know, ground like that. Then a flower like that. Then the center of it is going to be yellow. Then let's draw a sun at the top like that, which is shining brightly. And yeah, you got the point. This is the simple paint clone application that we have implemented in Tkinter, in Python programming language, using Tkinter module. You can extend the functionality of this program by adding some extra functionalities like, I don't know, color chooser, maybe even deleting some certain parts of our canvas, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's it for today's video. In today's tutorial, we learned a lot about Tkinter and how to use its wrapper, TTK Bootstrap, for styling. We learned this cool approach of generating multiple widgets at the same time using a list. Then we learned a lot about canvas, drawing on it. We learned about these event bindings, and so on and so forth. So yeah, if you found this video helpful, please let me know by hitting a like button and leaving a comment in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me to create such interesting programming tutorials for free in the future. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.